Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So I just want to go through another myforexfunds challenge. So I've done another 50,000 just to round me up to 200,000 funded with myforexfunds. So this is actually one of the first accounts I've done on the new metric system. So I just wanted to talk about that as well. So firstly, we have the phase 1 demo, which we hit the profit target of 4,000. As you can see, profit target we passed. Let's go over the trading days. I think I did this in 5 days. Sorry, no, less, 2 days. So all these are 0.01s. So I passed this in 2 days. I hit a 2% and a 6%. 15 lots and then 110, but I took, it says 8, but I only counted 4 trades. Not sure why that says 8, but yeah. And one of them was actually like a 50, 0.50, because I closed the trade and I was like, I think it was like $10 off, so I just did half a lot for a quick get out, 2 pip, take profit. Just get me over that 4,000. So that went well. So that's phase 1. It was quick, as always. I don't know if you have done one, but normally you have up here in the top right corner, upgrade. You just click upgrade and you get your phase 2 credentials rapidly. Now you don't need to email them or anything like that anymore. So after that was done, I got my second phase, which is here, which I passed today. Again, I think I passed this in 5 trading days in total. So yeah, started off poorly with just under 5% loss, so I did over risk on that one, but if you look at my previous videos, I always do. And then I took a 2% loss, and then I hit 5% gain, 3% gain, and then 4%, just under 4% gain there. Just get me over the lot, over the threshold. So as you can see, I did open a lot of trades there. That is correct, because I was doing 0.10s and 1 standard positions as well. Today, 15 lots, 1 and done. 2, and I'll go over this trade now because it's still on my charts because I did it today. So I'll go over this trade that I actually executed, and I shared to the community as well, so everyone could have got into that. My win rate on this is pretty poor, 47%. My win rate on this one isn't great either, with only 58%. But obviously you need to remember that they're counting these 3 minuses as well. I mean, my win rate was pretty much 80, 70, 80%. This one, yeah, I did take a lot of losses on the first day. Second day I did start off with 1 gain and then I lost, and then I think it was this day where I actually took a 1% loss, then a 6% gain trade. But all in all, once I've got this done, we then had this icon, it's my certificate, and then the login for the live account. So again, it was instant, guys. I can't get over how fast it was, much faster than FTMO in my opinion. And once I got the account, they only asked for basically my utility bills and passport, which took me 2 minutes. You just do them on the screen. It comes up with a little box here on the left, and you just go through the next sort of thing. And here we are on my live account. So as you can see, this is evaluation funded live. So what I'm going to do is I'll run this to 10%. Once I got this to 10%, I will then request it to be merged with the rest. The main reason I do that is just so I make sure I get my refund. I think I've already taken a trade today. I did take a 0.01 trade. Yeah, there we are. So I took a 0.01 trade today, only for 7 cents, just because I got to trade for 30 days with 10 minimum. So, you know, if I hit 10% in 2 days, I can still withdraw. You know, it's the 26th of May now, so I'm hoping I can get a withdrawal on the 26th of, or the 25th of June, if it all goes well. So I'll run this to 5,000 more or less profit, 10%, and then take that withdrawal, get my refund, and we go again. So all in all, guys, I cannot knock myforexfunds. They are way better than what they used to be. The new metric system I don't think is very pretty. I do think FTMO is much nicer in that sense, but in the transition of getting that live account, they couldn't have done it any faster. There was no delays. with the old setup, you used to have to wait 2 to 3 days. They do say that it can take up to that time still, but for me, it literally took me about 25 minutes. By the time I sent all the documents, that's a whole process from I had to photocopy a document as well in that time. It was truly rapid. So yeah, that's phase one, phase two, and now we're live, and hopefully we can get this running quite nicely. And let's go over the trade. So we just missed this one, which is very unfortunate because that ran 1 to 4, but we was just targeting 1 to 3, which is right here. Very annoying. Only a 3-minute trade. Never mind. Setups happen again. So we took this trade this morning. That got me over that phase 2, which is here. Obviously, you can see I did leave a lot on the table, but it did almost roll over here. And that was, if I rewind price, the main reason why I might take profit was where it was, is that we had our hourly liquidation at this level. So if we go back to the 1 minute, you'll see after it took that, it started to roll over. So that's why I'm going to take profit was here. It says 1 to 5. It was only because I only did 15 lots, so I was only losing $450 and not the full 500. So I could have made a little bit more, but this was basically my entry. I think I got in at 802, to be honest. So I got in about 802 with my stop loss at 770, so it was like 3.2 pips. And then look, with the commission and everything, it works out about 4%. So basically, why did I take this trade? To be honest, I'm a bit annoyed that I didn't keep the charts basically from before. If I go over to the community, let's see if I can get the photo from the community of when we got in the trade. Okay guys, so here's the proof now. So basically at this level here, we just move this out of the way. So if we're looking at this level over here, I was basically waiting for these two structures to be broken. It got broken here. We then had basically an order block that formed with missing price. So as price came in to fill this missing area in price, that's where I got in, and I just put our stop loss below the structure at 770. As you can see, I'm in. We'll see what price does. I actually thought we was going to get taken out here because we wasn't really improving anywhere, wasn't really much volume. Unfortunately, this was a very slow trade. So you can see that we broke 805 here. So we had again a bear bull bear followed by a bear bull bear. Although that's more of an indecision, it was still a red candle, so it still counted as a structure break. And that's what we was looking out for. So that was one of the accounts, because I'm trading one of the community accounts as well, trying to get that out of a drawdown. So that's, it was almost a fail. I'm still working on getting it back to break even so we can take a retake on it. In the end, I said, guys, look, it's going in the right direction. But as you can see, it was just so messy. It was a really messy trade. I think a couple of the guys did get out of it, and then here's the volume when it all started kicking off. You can see how we start kicking off here. So we basically, if I go to the hourly, what did we see and why did we take it? So I was really focused on this order block here because you can see we broke one structure and two structures, but we was down this level here, and I thought that what we'd do is just retake the Asian highs at this level, and basically just retest this order block here. I could see that we had missing price at this wick, and I seen that we started rejecting it. So at that point then I was sort of interested in looking for buys. If you have a look here as well now, I think it was a 10 minute that we started seeing. Yeah, so from this level we've seen that we had one break and two break, and then we formed a bull bear bull here. which technically broke the second level. And then, as you can see, we had this big red candle, but then we wicked off multiple times, forming indecision candles. If I go to the 5 minute now as well, you can see how we have an order block at this level that broke one structure and two structures to our left, and you can see how this was a good level of resistance as well, where we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wick rejections, but then obviously the buyer stepped in at this level. You can see that's where we started stalling out. We had 1 wick, 2 wick, we had a bear candle but a bull candle pretty much instantly, and it's even more power, and then we had the same form again. Really, I probably got in, must have been here really on the 1 minute by the time I got in. But yeah, it was a really brutal trade, but as I said in the group, it was my first trade of the day. I was expecting more volume, but at the end of the day, as long as we didn't break, as long as we didn't break these lows where our stop is placed, then we're still in that bullish momentum on the lower time frames. If I look at the 4 hours, well, I'm sure there was something on the 4 hour that interested me. Might not have been 4 hours. What time frame was it? It might have been the 2 hour where we had multiple bull and bears, and it was still, technically forming upwards. And then when we came back down, basically just retesting all this missing price to the left. Here we filled there. We came back down, just literally just retesting this 1 wick basically on the hourly. But really what we was looking at is getting back up to these Asian highs, which is here, for the retest, because I didn't actually expect this candle. Obviously I did expect price just to stall out and roll back over and carry on with this bear bull bear, but normally we get at least another retest after. So this was at 8 AM, so normally at 9 AM then the UK opens. We normally retest the highs before dropping or retest the lows. The lows was obviously, like, was it here? It must have been about here was the overall low, I guess. Yeah, so this was the overall low, so it was either going to come down to there or come up to there. I thought the highs are closer. More than likely we're going to see a retest and maybe a liquidation move here before dropping, and that's what it did. But obviously it wasn't simply just that I was looking out for. As you can see, we sort of started forming the transition of, we wasn't really in a massive bearish momentum, but we was in a bearish momentum, then we hit this level and we started transitioning. So we was in this, we was in good profit, to be honest. I think we hit about 2% or 1.5% personally. Came back down, retested, but I did say in the group that we did have this missing price level, so this level here, basically our entry had to be retested. Did just that, and as you can see, after it retested, it filled back up again, but there was nowhere basically for us to actually place our stops. There was no level that we could move. So I simply said in the group, guys, I'm just in this now, win or lose. It's my first trade of the day, I'll accept whatever happens. When a double bottom form here, then it started forming basically breaks of structures. We had a bull bear bull, 2 candle pullback to a new impulse high, a bull bear bull, and that's where it got a bit annoying, because I got to this point and I think I was doing like $20 or $30 down from passing, and then we had these 2 giant rejections, and I said, right, I'm going to get out at 2% profit, and I think it hit about 2.2 or 2.3% at this point, and then we shot up later on, and we did keep flying. I think it was like a 1 to 14 in the end on this. But basically that's what we've seen, was basically how we're transitioning back bullish after a little bearish run. We had reason to liquidate these highs. As you can see, we had a double top formation there, but it did actually end up continuing up. But it all makes sense of why we took the trade. I didn't really want to do a very long video on this, so I hope that's been helpful in some way. Guys, in the description there is the Discord group that you can join. It is free for the first month, so I do charge after that, but we can get you a funded account hopefully. hopefully. So one of the team members is on phase 2 of his 100k still. He's been on that for a while, but he started taking his own trades and went into a bit of drawdown. I think I've passed like 3 challenges in the time he's done his phase 1 and 2. So I'm hoping to get him his 6 figures maybe tomorrow now. And all they're doing is just following my trades. There's a lot, if I bring up the Discord, there's a lot of free videos on there that is not posted to YouTube, as you can see. So there is a lot of content there that you can follow on. And as you see, that GU I said that we missed. Let me just show you that I did say that to look out for it. So on GU, hoping to see a drop, so we've got to find an entry to buy in this yellow zone. If we go back to GU, as you can see, this bigger yellow zone here, and yeah, you know, we ran a 1 to 5 almost on that level. But yeah, I hope that video has been helpful anyway, guys. And as I said, it'd be lovely if you could join the group, check out what we're doing, see if I can be of any assistance in your future trades.